Hi everybody, I'm Tim from troutandfeather.com, and we're going to talk about the 5 things in fly tying that you don't need. Listen, I get it. I mean, there are so many tying tools out there to speed things up and make life less complicated. But these 5 things you can get rid of today. Stay tuned. Let's jump right into this, and we're going to start with number 5, and that's a tension bobbin. Listen, I get it. It's really nice being able to control the tension that your thread comes off the bobbin and just to do so in a really elegant manner, plus they look very cool. But I can assure you, for the first decade of tying flies, I didn't have a tension bobbin, and I survived just fine. You can too. So if you're thinking about getting a bobbin and you're like, ooh, do I get the tension one or not? It's truly a pick 'em, and you don't need it. Get rid of it. Number 4, this is a love-hate one, social media. Yes, I love posting on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I love all that. But if I posted a picture or a video every time I tied a fly, I would have been divorced a long time ago. Now, is social media great for, we'll say, educational purposes, for connecting with others, for learning new things? Yes, yes, and yes. But don't let it get carried away, because it can in a hurry. Social media, goodbye. Number 3, let's get rid of a thread splitter. Now, do I love splitting thread to tie lots of different flies, especially with CDC? Yes, I do. In fact, you can probably click somewhere on the screen right now, and I have an entire video that shows you how to go right through that process with a thread splitter. Do you need one? Absolutely not. I'm guessing all of you have a fly tying tool called a bodkin. That works just fine too. Thread splitter? Goodbye. Next, number 2, a $500 or more vise. You don't need it. Listen, my first vise, it was free. It didn't even rotate, and I did just fine with it. Did I want to upgrade? Absolutely. And we were all very fortunate, because once you hit that $100 to $200 range, there are so many great options in there for you. Is it nice to have kind of those nicer features and to have a vise that looks really pretty? Absolutely, but you don't need it. If you're thinking about getting a new vise, what I would first recommend, just kind of pause this video, look somewhere on the screen, because I have a video all about selecting a fly tying vise. Go watch that one first before you go out and buy that $500 vise. And finally, number 1. What's the number 1 thing you don't need in fly tying? For me, this is an easy one. It's called a whip finisher. Now, I know that's going to sound a little odd, especially if you haven't watched a lot of my fly tying videos, because my number 1 video on YouTube is how to finish a fly. And in that video, I show you how to use all kinds of different whip finishing tools. Yet, I don't use one myself. I go out and I finish my flies by hand, and you can too. So go back and watch that video in which I show you how to use all those different tools, but specifically watch the part where you can finish your flies by hand. That's what I do for 99.9% of my patterns, and I think you should be doing it too. Get rid of that whip finisher. Come on. Bye-bye. So be on the lookout for my video, the 5 things that you do need in fly tying, and it will help to balance out this one. But I know what some of you are going to say. You're going to say, Tim, you told us about the 5 things we don't need, and you do all of them. And yes, I basically do have all the things that I said you don't need. Notice the word need. It kind of reminds me of something my dad used to always say. And he would say, Tim, do as I say and not as I do. And I promised myself I would never say that, and I won't. So don't feel trapped in fly tying that you have to get everything. You don't need it. Are there some things that will make tying easier, more fun, more enjoyable? Absolutely. Invest in those things by all means, because this is all about having fun. Just don't get trapped in doing so. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you are looking for some of the things that you do need in fly tying, you can look down in the description of this video for some of my recommendations. If you'd like to watch more videos like this, you can check out my website, which is troutandfeather.com. If you have any questions, you can email me, and my email address is on the screen right now. It's tcammisa@gmail.com. If you're into social media, you can find Trout and Feather on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I mean, I'm all over. I'm even now on TikTok, and I'd love to connect with you in any of those places. One more time, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see many of you soon.